This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Absolutely. You guys move on from here to August 18th. You and Stan Lane wrestled to a double DQ in a singles match at the Dorton Arena in Raleigh. And then the next day on the 19th, 13,000 packed it out in Richmond at the Richmond Coliseum in the semi-main event. At this point, a regular spot on the card for you and Tully. And the Horsemen fought the Midnights to another double disqualification. We move on. It's August 20th, and on an episode of NWA Pro, Tony Schiavone interviews all the Horsemen. Each of you addressed the upcoming matches, and you had some more pointed words for your old friends. Let's take a look.
Say what you want to about these men, but the hardware is all here. Everywhere you look, a gold belt for the Four Horsemen.
Well, I hope Mr. Cornette's watching. No, I've always had a lot of respect for Jim Cornette. After all, he took the Midnight Express and guided them to the United States Championship belt. That's a major accomplishment for any manager, but Jim Cornette has got to be the most obnoxious individual I've ever heard in my life. He's always been that way. I'm told when he was a little kid, his mother tried to bribe all the other kids to come over and play with him so he'd have friends. That didn't work. She went down to the local pet center and bought every dog in the joint, brought him over so he'd have something to play with. That didn't work, so she bought a 10-pound pork chop and hung it around his neck. Well, Cornette, you mess with me, I'm going to hang something besides a pork chop around your neck.
Sting, the man after that U.S.
I tell you what, Sting, you know exactly where I am, and what you're doing is barking up the wrong tree. Now, if you seem to think that this championship right here should belong on your waist, you have another thought coming. I'll tell you what, I have something for you in mind, and you had better be fully aware at all times, because, Sting, when I get a hold of you, you will know exactly what has happened. You're going to tuck your tail between your legs, and you're going to have to take it home, because this championship is staying right here in this camp. Tony Schiavone, I'm going to talk to the athletes involved in this situation. I don't waste my time on Jim Cornette, because he's not available on anything that'll happen. But Stan and Bobby, what we're going to do on this national television program, once again, is defend these titles against Sting and Nikita Koloff, who 10 million people saw on national television in Baltimore, take us to the limit. Now tonight, when they take us to that limit if they can, and they come up this much short, it's going to be the same story involved with you. Whether we wrestle 30 minutes, whether we wrestle 60 minutes, 90 minutes, you're still going to be 20 seconds short, because the U.S. Tag Champions are great. They're fabulous in their own right, but they're not World Tag Team Champions. That belongs to the Horsemen, like it always will. Friendship goes out the window when my Mercedes payment falls behind. Let that hit home with you. Oh, how do I follow all of that? The bottom line of this conversation is, you as the general viewing public have got to look at this and know that this is the picture of success. You all are like a bunch of girls. We love to lie to you. We love to cheat on you. We love to brag and tell you how it is. The difference is, we wake up in the morning, we're the champions of the world, and you are the common people. Luger, keep that jockey t-shirt in the locker where it belongs.
Arn, when the Nature Boy comes on and says, "How do I even top that?" you know you were spitting out some truth and some fire. My favorite line right there. Friendship goes out the window when my Mercedes payment falls behind. You have been on fire this month, my friend. I love it.
Well, we may over-exaggerate some of that stuff. I think we've established flying the girls around first class may be a bit of a stretch, but it just, when Rick's standing there, you got to go ahead and dress up his act, don't you?
Hey, entertainment at its finest. It's blurring the lines between reality and what was, actually going on. But it was just awesome, to hear you guys cutting promos. So believable, but to your point, you had some fun with it. But my goodness, some of the lines, just, you didn't need writers back then. Those were Arn Anderson originals.
Yep. Everybody's promos came from within, and that's what made them, well, it was just us talking to the audience. Wasn't a promo. It was just us, so having a one-on-one with our audience.
So good.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.